How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Saturday. As you can see by the background behind us, it is 9/11. This day is just one of those days where everybody knows pretty much where they were at on that day. So thanks to all the servicemen out there, first responders, everybody. A lot of people out there to protect us. So I thought this was a cool background for tonight. As you can see, Marcus from Dixon's Pickins is joining us tonight. How are you?
Pretty good, man.
Oh, we got
What's up, Ed?
Ed in the chat already. Ed's always here. I can't hear out of my headphones. It's gonna be one of the
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. I can't hear you.
mine's muted. Thanks.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think I never muted myself. So technical difficulties on a Saturday.
I just sold a vintage shirt, man.
A vintage shirt?
Yeah. Well, I really don't think it's vintage. It's the Disney's Villains.
Okay.
Let me show you a picture of it. It's got all the evil villains from all the Disney shows or movies.
Oh, that's cool.
So hold up. There we go.
Oh, that's neat.
See, it's got like every bad person in every movie ever. And I bought it for $1 yesterday at a church rummage sale. The video will be out next week. Yeah, I bought it for $1. I listed it to last night for $55. Someone sent me an offer for $50 just now, and I took it.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's a good sale.
Right, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up today. I went to the sale and it was supposed to start at 9. I got there about 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
The lady was moving to Colorado, so she was like, "I just want everything gone." So she had a Wii with a bunch of games.
Mm-hmm.
It was $30 to make me an offer. So I was like, "Hey, $20." Okay. She goes, "Okay." Well, then there were some Game Gear games in there, and there was the Hook, which this one is like $25. So it's gonna pay for the whole Wii and all the games.
Right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's cool. My storage funds, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Gotta go edit this video from today's unit. Yep, story of our lives. I know. That's the thing. That's kind of the way we try to keep our videos scheduled out so that we don't have to just rush and try to edit. So I know after my video went up today, I'm out of videos now. Now I actually got to go back and edit some. So
yeah, it takes longer. I don't know, man. It was quicker when I was uploading videos from my phone, but now that I do it from a GoPro, it takes forever to upload the videos, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we started with the GoPro, and then every now and then I'll throw some clips off my phone, like just if I throw something in there or whatnot. So my wife's upstairs. She's gonna be in the chat tonight, so get that going. So how do you like the GoPro 9 so far?
I kind of got mixed feelings about it, honestly, man. Like, I like how tiny and compact it is versus my phone.
I know.
So, like, it's a big difference. When I got this thing strapped to my chest mount, it's a lot different than this thing strapped to my chest mount. But I'm not really sure how I feel about like the frog-eyed look on my footage, man. You know what I mean? It's the wide lens. So
well, you do have because it looks like you have that other lens on there.
Yeah, this one right there.
So there's a setting in there that you can change, and it'll fix that fish-eyed look.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know anything about it. Right. I've only had it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I like the 9 because like when you strap it to your whatever you have, it has that image stabilizer in it.
Yeah.
If it's bouncing around, it keeps it.
Yeah. That's the good thing.
And that's what's nice about it, because I mean, if you're walking and whatnot, I bought the GoPro backpack, so it's definitely nice because it already has the.
So does it sit up here?
No, it's like right here.
Well, that's better than in the middle of my stomach.
Because I feel weird wearing that one.
It's like I got a bra on.
The GoPro naming doesn't bother me too much because it says because I kind of figured out the way they do it. It's all in order except for after 8 minutes of your video, it changes the number to 2, so it kind of puts it at the end. But that's all.
See, at first I was having problems uploading the footage to my computer. And then Dana over at Dana Invest was like, put it in MPT mode, and then you can just upload directly from your camera through the USB cord. Well, the other day I couldn't figure out what was going on with my footage, so I had to try to download the GoPro app on my computer and then upload it through that, which took quite a while. But then I
Yeah,
just realized I just needed to restart my computer
yeah,
and everything worked fine.
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm working the kinks out.
Yeah, it definitely takes time, and there's so much to like. We bought the I don't have it near me. It's the adapter with like the wind mic on it, so it actually
Mhm.
helps with the audio. But to
Right.
be
Yeah.
honest,
I got the mod.
yeah, like with the case.
Yeah, the case that goes on it, but
So what stinks is when you got to change a battery because you got to basically take the case off.
right.
So
See, and I need an actual microphone attachment
I know,
other than the one that comes with the mod, because that thing doesn't make it any better.
no, I noticed it does help with the wind, but that's about
Yeah.
it. So my wife wants to know all about the patches you found.
Oh man, hang on, let me grab them. So
GoPro,
I
you have
got,
2 of them.
I got this whole stack of patches, and it's just all different assorted patches.
Oh, those are
Uh,
cool.
Navy, and these are like World War II's. These are Army ones, from what the guy told me. And I just got a whole bunch of them. You know what I mean? I paid like $7 for them all. He wanted 50 cents a piece. He had thousands of them. And I wanted to buy a bunch of them. I wanted to buy like a whole basket full of them. But he wasn't trying to cut me much deals. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, well, what will you charge me for what I got in my hand? Which it would have been more than what I, got because he told me 10, then I told him 7. And no, I paid 8 because I told him 7. He said 8. So I paid 8. But I sold one for get this. I sold one for 14.50, right? But the charity that I donate 10% to, it turned out to be a Protestant charity. So the buyer asked to cancel it because they're a Catholic and they don't like Protestants.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm starting to change all my listings from the charity that I was giving it to. I'm going to start giving it to it's a Missouri based rehab facility that
Okay.
does it takes felons coming back out of prison into the real world. It gives them a job, and it teaches them the word of Christ, and it gives them just a way to rehabilitate themselves.
Oh, that's
And
good.
the thrift store that I go to all the time, it's ran by the same company, Teen
Yeah,
Challenge.
I think I
So I
remember you
figure
saying
I'm
that.
already shopping there. I might as well donate my money there as well. So
Yeah,
I'm just change my look. And plus, this other Living Waters publication wasn't in my state, so might as well get back to the state I live in.
exactly. Dayton Valley Deals, how are
Hey,
you,
man.
Angie? Katie Reeds, thanks for
Hey,
stopping
Katie
by.
Reeds.
Congrats on the first Etsy sale, by the way, Katie.
Yeah, she's awesome, dude.
I
She's
know.
very cool.
She's super full of knowledge. She was on here a couple weeks ago. It was
Yeah, I
great.
know. I watched.
Yeah, it's been cool. We've had some really good guests, and
Katie, you need to come on my show.
yeah, Hustling Fools, Arizona, stopping by out there in Arizona. So you don't focus too much on shoes anymore, right?
Yeah, I do. I just
Okay.
bought like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just bought 9 pairs. You didn't see my video on Friday, did you?
No, I
Yeah,
haven't watched any videos this weekend. It's been busy.
yeah. My video from yesterday, man. I filled my cart up at first, but I put some of them back,
That's what's crazy. You find 9 pair of shoes in one day.
and they're $3
We
a piece.
we couldn't even find 9 pairs of shoes in a year here.
Really?
That's how. Yeah, the shoes here are so bad
That's crazy.
that like you go into a Goodwill, it's just next to it's junk
Yeah, I
things.
don't. I don't go to Goodwill. I don't shop at Goodwill unless I go to the bins.
Yeah, see our bins, there's no shoes. Like even going like do retail arbitrage with like Ross, like our
Yeah.
Ross is completely like there's like maybe 2 pairs of spikes. That's it.
Right. Yeah. I got a Vero for those spikes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I still have 1 pair or 2 pairs actually.
Yeah. I got both of them. I didn't sell any of them. They're on Facebook Marketplace. Nobody wants them.
Yeah. Oh, there she goes. She said DM her.
Nice.
Get her
That,
on.
that's awesome, Katie. I will. What about Tuesday? That's my next open. I'm trying to find somebody for Tuesday, man. I don't have anybody on there yet.
What time's your show?
I try to do it 7, but it really all depends on if the person I'm interviewing is free around that time.
Okay. I was gonna say if you could do 8, I can come on this week.
Okay.
Let me know. The
Yeah,
kids got open house, so
I can do 8.
Okay, let's do 8. I'll hop on.
Bet.
Okay,
Yeah, Goodwill is awful, man. Yeah, Ed kills it with the shoes. Did you see his Instagram post earlier today?
No, I missed
Yeah,
that
man,
one.
a pile of shoes, dude.
He's like the shoe fanatic.
Yeah.
Goodwill bins is where it's at for her too.
Yeah, I love the bins, man.
Yeah,
But the cost of goods is just ridiculous, compared to everywhere else.
we haven't went to the bins since the weather got warmer because our yard sales and estate sales here are just way too good to pass up.
Right.
So once the winter hits, that's when we'll focus back on the
See,
Goodwill bins.
I do the yard sales and estate sales. See, we only have one estate sale, and it's in the mall, so everything's priced up.
Okay.
There's also 2 other companies that have estate sales, but they're both in St. Louis. So if I'm going to St. Louis, I'm probably just going to go to the bins because that's where I have to go to the bins. So it just makes more sense.
Yeah. Angie said she only has one Goodwill. It's decent. I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
We only have one Goodwill in my town. Period.
Yeah, I was thinking. I mean, she's out in Iowa, in the middle of nowhere. So
am I.
That was just my Labor Day haul. Another 10 more yesterday. That's
nice.
Crazy. I may have missed it, but how long have you been reselling, and do you do it full time?
I'm pretty much full time, Katie. I got a job. I work 1 day a week. It's 4 hours a day. So I work 4 hours at a real job and then resell all week long. I've been reselling since, I want to say, I started in October, but I didn't start making any real money at it until January when I started sourcing hard goods and because I started out with hype sneakers. So I made about probably $5,000 in 4 months, which isn't great. It's not bad, but it's not great. And then once I started switching over to going to thrift stores and garage sales and stuff like that, that's when I really started making significant money.
Yeah, I mean, with today, I mean, we hit 3 yard sales and just completely crushed it. I mean, it was and I got into a conversation with somebody about estate sales, and they said, well, the estate sales that are run by companies, you can make money. It's like, well, you really can't unless you're buying high dollar item because they're pricing their items to make money and to make money for the other people.
And that's how the estate sales in my neighborhood are.
Yeah. So if you find we have one estate sale company around us that will actually price the items fair. I mean, they'll price it to where you can make money because they're still making money too. I mean, estate sales, I try to avoid them for the most part, but man, garage sales and estate sales for us is just where it's at. Yeah, Goodwill prices. See, our Goodwill just switched it up where they changed all the glassware now is only $2.99. It used to be priced individually. So,
well, I don't know. I haven't really gone into my Goodwill lately to see what the prices are looking like. I just know when I stopped going there, it was getting ridiculous to the point to where it was just a waste of time for me to go in there because I wouldn't buy nothing. Even if I saw something that I could have sold, it wasn't worth buying it at the price they were charging.
Okay. Yes. See, that's how I feel like our Salvation Army is.
We don't have a Salvation Army in my town.
Ours is you go in there and I mean you're gonna pay $35 for a pair of Levi's.
Damn, that's brand new.
I know. I mean, and I understand. I mean, they're trying to make money for people who need it.
Right.
But if they price it to where they could move it, then hey, that helps everybody else out.
You found some FootJoys that retail for $350. What are they the snakeskin looking ones, alligator ones?
Yeah, some of those FootJoys do get crazy.
Some of them do. I had gotten a pair from Rocky Mountain Resale. Greg, do you know who he is?
No.
Well, he's a YouTuber. I got a pair from him that if they were brand new, they go for $350, but I ended up selling them for $75. Hey, wow. Tina, how you doing?
How are you? Thanks for stopping by. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what has been your best sale? Just in the recently.
My best sale recently?
Yeah.
I would probably have to say the most recent would be that cash register I got.
Okay.
I paid $20 for it, and then I flipped it for. Well, see, this is the thing. I flipped it twice for $250. And no, for $150. I'm sorry, for $150. But then both time the buyers canceled on me because they didn't read the description, so they didn't know that the top display didn't work. So then
Oh,
I ended up selling it for 110 to somebody that still didn't read the description. But when I told him that it didn't work properly, like he said, I don't need the display. I just need to store my cash in. So he was okay with buying it that way. So I made like 70, $80. But then I made like 20 off the shipping too. So made about $100 off
that's
that.
good.
But then I
Yeah.
sold a Sony DVD VCR combo.
Okay.
I paid $2 for it. It didn't have a remote. I got it from a yard sale. I sold that for 110 plus shipping, and this was just
VCR
like last week.
VCRs are nuts. I picked up a. We ended up getting this little harvest festival today, and then one of the churches had their rummage sale.
Hmm.
And I see this box. It said VCR on it, so I
Yeah.
open it up and it looks brand new. And I said, "Well, how much you want for this?" They're like $4, and had the remote. And I'm like,
What?
"It's not. I don't think it's a Sony, but it's gonna. I think it's at least an $80 VCR or so."
Yeah, I got a Panasonic VCR with the blue stripe on the door. Dana
Okay.
Invest said those sell for about 70, $80.
Wow.
Mine doesn't have a remote, but I should still be able to get a decent amount for it.
You might even be able to find a remote. I mean,
Yeah,
even some. That's the thing is like with us, like remotes. I sell remotes consistently
yeah.
across the board. I actually just had a return on a remote though, which was the first. They said it didn't work with their TV,
Hmm.
but I just think they don't know what they were doing. But that's okay. But they actually sent it back to me too. I actually got it back today.
And my girl, she sold a Harmonix remote to like a old sound system
Yeah.
for like $75.
Some of those ones, like for those Bose stereos, man,
Yeah,
those things will go big time. And
yeah.
I don't find those ones, but do I need to test my toys before listing on
What kind
eBay?
of toys?
You can list them untested, but I mean, depending on what the toy is,
Yeah.
I mean,
Now there's some things that I will list untested because I
yeah,
actually heard Kat the nurse Flipper say it. She said I'll list stuff untested, and if I get a return, I'll just give them their money back. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So there's some things that I will list untested, and it's been fine so far. I have had two or three returns on Guitar Hero guitars for them being untested because I don't have a Wii laying around or a game system on deck to test them. So I just
yeah.
stopped picking them up.
That's what a lot of people pick up. They'll pick up the Wii's and they'll keep one or any game system just to keep it as the
Yeah.
test. So, like she just said, some things are new in box. If they're new in box, don't.
There's newer boxes. Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
need to test.
even if it's out of the box, it's easily to. I mean, you could
Animated
definitely
plush.
test it.
Yeah, if it doesn't talk like so. For instance, I got a Tickle Me Elmo, the first like the one from back in the. How old are you, Mike?
40.
So you're about my age. I'm 38. So remember
Yeah,
back when we were young and the Tickle Me Elmo first came out and people
yeah.
were trampling each other in the
I
store
know.
over them? I
Yep.
got one of those, new in the box, right? But it doesn't when it laughs, it doesn't vibrate. You know what I mean? So I had it listed for $100. Somebody bought it outright immediately. And then when they got it, they said that they wanted to return it because it doesn't vibrate. So when I got it back, I listed it that it doesn't vibrate, and I'm still stuck with it. And it's been like 8 months.
Wow.
So you want to test it, even though it's new in the box, it's never been out of the box. Still, it's supposed to vibrate when it laughs. You know what I mean? So nobody wants it.
Yeah. Yeah. The toys are crazy. My
Yeah,
daughter bought Winnie the Pooh that He almost says like a bedtime story. This thing is
yeah,
so annoying. I finally took the batteries out of it because he'll just start talking while it's sitting on the floor next to
yeah.
me, and it's like this creepy Winnie the Pooh. So hopefully that gets listing, gets out of here.
See
Oh,
that right there?
yeah,
That's
okay,
a Care Bear.
yeah. I was just
I
gonna
got it
say
for
that's what
50 cents yesterday, man. It goes for like $35.
I did. We never find those.
I looked up on it, dude. 26-inch plush. I scanned the barcode on it. It's got a barcode on the
Oh
tag.
wow,
So I just scanned it and it popped up. There's four listed, two sold for 31 for 34, one for 35. So and the
man.
lady was like, she said, I got all types of toys over there. And she had a gang of toys, dude, like Ziploc bags full of toys for like $1 a piece. And I didn't buy them. I probably should have in case there was
Yeah,
some value in there, man. But I don't feel like doing all the research on all that, man.
That's what we. Yeah, I agree. We went to this one. That was probably a couple months ago. And the guy had tons of boxes in the garage of all these toys, and I picked
Yeah,
up some of the old McDonald's Furby toys.
nice.
And now I wish I'd have went through everything else. I've kind of wanted to go knock on the guy's door and say, "Hey, I know you want to sell this stuff.
Right.
What can we do here?" But I just don't want to. There's just certain things I don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
It's because it's just too much of a hassle.
Well, man,
I
when I
like.
first started, I would mess with everything, dude, just because
I
I was
know.
trying to get my knowledge up and trying to get some capital up, man. But not that I'm too good for things now, but if it takes too much time, I really don't like to mess with it, man. Because
Yeah, we came across a VCR today, and it was a VCR.
Mhm,
The VCR would have probably sold for about $80,
right,
but there was also 4 crates of VHS tapes. It probably had to be 100 VHS tapes
yeah,
easily. So they wanted $50 for everything, and
for the
I'm like,
VCR and the tapes.
yeah. But I'm
Yeah,
sitting there thinking, if the VCR doesn't work, then I'm out that.
yeah,
But I just don't want all those VHS tapes because if say there's 100 of them, if only 10 of them were good to sell, then I got to
stuck
pitch
with
the
the
rest.
rest.
So
Right,
I contemplated it for a while and was just like, you know what, I'm not dealing with it.
right.
Now, if they were all sealed,
Sealed would be a different
different
story.
story. They would have been in the car in a heartbeat.
Right.
Just because we've had good luck with
Yeah,
sealed VHS tapes.
I have too. Like I'll pick them up from the bins because they'll just have them in there,
Hmm.
and even like ones that aren't even great titles still sell for like $10, and I pay 40 cents for them.
I mean, we had the one we
25 cents
just
for them.
we just had the one. The video went up
The
today for our
mask,
local,
yeah, I watched
which
it.
which is crazy to
Yeah,
me. I mean, and I probably could have got a little bit more out of it, but I was like, I'm 50 cents into it,
right.
so
That's my mind frame on it too, man. Like
get it out of here. I mean,
exactly. I like the quick flip. I'm still making a million times my profit. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly, and I
let's
mean, I have
go.
and it's weird because certain sealed VHSs sell. I
Mhm.
mean, I have the Titanic over here; it doesn't sell.
Right.
So a lot of times, if I have a sealed one that doesn't sell, I'll include it with a VHS player as a
Yeah.
bonus because people like that stuff.
Right.
It's just something cool to add. I mean, the mask, I was just completely shocked about that one though.
Yeah.
And I know the horror stuff sells, but I don't find any horror VHS
Yeah,
tapes.
there was a dude at the thrift store I go to all the time. He's like, "Man, you'll never guess what we got in the back." And I'm like, "Well, what is it?" He's like, "We got a sealed copy of the first Halloween." And I was like, "Dude, go get it." And he's like, "No, we can't go get it for you, man. I think the owner wants to keep it." And I'm like, "Man, ain't this about? Why'd you even tell me then if you're not going to get it for me, dude?"
Yeah, yeah, bring it out. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I think a lot of our Goodwills too. I think there's a lot of people who have inside access to everything.
Well, I
So
mean, like I kind of get the hookup when I go there, man. Like they'll bring out certain things, like they know I come and fill my cart up with sneakers, so they'll come and bring me sneakers. You know what I mean? But they also bring me other stuff. Like I didn't know anything about half these horror movies, and the guy was like, "Hey, man, you might want to look this up," and he gave me like a few different movies, and
mhm.
I sold one of them for $40. John Carpenter's They Live, and then a couple other ones I sold. And I paid 10 cents a piece for them.
Yeah,
And the guy was like, "Here, take these."
it's crazy. Yeah, Nakoma finds, like he just said, horror VHS and then limited pressings.
Yeah,
It'd be nice to know how you can tell limited pressings though.
right. See, I just got to get my knowledge up.
That's the thing, and it's the only reason I knew that the mask sold was because Osborne the Thrift
I was on the
posted it,
first
and
video.
then
Yeah,
so we go to this yard sale, and it's like smacking me in the face, and I'm like, it's got to be a joke because I
right.
just watched that video that he just sold one, and I'm like 50 cents, I'll take it. I think I ended up buying 2 other ones too,
Yeah,
and they don't sell, and that's okay. I mean,
I've been on the hunt, man, ever since. I
I,
seen Miss Taffy sold that copy of the Alien, the first Alien
okay,
movie, sealed for $900. And she had it listed for 3,000, but she took a best offer.
wow.
Yeah,
I, and we were talking to Mountain Man Treasures on Monday night, and he said
yeah,
that he thinks this could just be one of those bubbles. It's the prices are just up, and can it go down? I mean, it's just gonna be one of those things. Is it gonna? How long is it gonna last?
right,
Because it's VHS. We know how things go. I mean, VHS tapes are just basically next to nothing.
right.
Yeah, Star Wars before special edition, ET before the remaster. See, I have an ET tape up behind me up here, and it's I'm not. Who knows? Maybe that one's expensive. I should probably
I've
check it out.
scanned ET tapes, man, out in the wild, but they've never been the valuable ones.
No, I don't think this one was. I think I scanned this one too. It's still sealed. It's cool. I mean,
Yeah,
childhood thing. So I
it's
was like, you know what?
nostalgic. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it. It's just yeah, certain things we keep. So is
yeah.
there anything that when you go out that you find that you're gonna keep every time that
I
you're
haven't
not
kept
gonna?
anything yet.
Okay.
Usually, I'd rather have the money than have the things. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Just because if there's something I want, I'll usually already have it. You know what I mean? But I can't say that I won't keep nothing. I just haven't found nothing that I was like, man, I gotta have that. Not yet, at
So
least.
no shoes or
Oh, I bought in pairs, but not that I've thrifted. Every
okay.
pair that I've ever thrifted, I've sold.
Perfect.
Because I'll go on the sneakers app or something like that, or
And get them
Nike,
that way.
and buy them. When they first get released.
So do you have a role model or someone you look up to in the reselling world?
I don't have a role model. I have a lot of people I respect. I have a lot of people that I learn from. I would have to say when I first got into it, one of the people that I first started watching was Harry Tornado, which I actually started watching Raleigh Roots and Harry Tornado at the same time, but I just like Josh's content more. Because Raleigh Roots is all about vintage stuff, and I did
Hmm.
not like selling clothes one bit at that point in time. So I just watched Josh's content. But then that led me to finding other people, obviously. Then I found Hustlin' Hooks and Dustin the Pro Picker, and then I found Chris from Flip the World from Hustlin' Hooks channel. And then I start watching more and more of the smaller channels. Like I was watching Dante from Josh's channel too, because he was at one of the Ben stores when he was there at the same time, and he popped his channel up on the screen. But Dante only had like I think 2,000 subscribers when I started watching him, and then here we are like 6 7 months later, and he's almost at 10K. But I
Crazy.
learned something from everybody. Like I even learned stuff from you, Mike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your channel's not as big as everyone else's, but I still get value out of you. You know what I mean?
And that's what we try to do. I mean, it's everybody's here to learn, and
Right.
like you said, we learn from everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
we can
There's
learn
not
from
one
somebody.
reseller I don't learn something from.
Yeah, I mean, you can learn from somebody that has 100 subscribers,
Hmm.
even 10 subscribers. I mean,
Yep.
you just everybody does something different,
Yep.
and they're out there looking for different items too. I mean,
Yep.
I think Rachel Strickland said, "Look, if everybody was out there looking, I mean, everybody is competition, but it's not
Yeah.
because there's
Right.
something out there for everybody." So
Yep.
I'm not too concerned.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be. I'm trying to sell her a bunch of Lego right now. Like she lives like 40 minutes away from me, so
But
I'll
yeah,
probably.
she's not far from you.
Yeah, she's not far at all, so we'll probably just meet up and do a transaction.
Resell rabbits early content is fun to watch. Yeah, I don't want to go back and watch my early stuff.
I've never even heard of resale
Me
rabbits.
neither. I think he's brought them up before.
Dude, my old content sucks.
Yeah.
It's horrible, man.
I don't even. It's funny. I just noticed tonight that we've had a bunch of older videos getting some more views, and I'm like,
Well, that's because you're gaining a lot of more subscribers too. You guys are about at 800 now, right?
I think yeah, we hit 800. Yeah, we were at 792, and then we got Kevin Commonwealth Picker gave us a shout out
Oh, okay.
yesterday, so
Nice.
that threw us a couple. So we might hopefully we get some more from that one, but
Nice.
we sent him a cool license plate, one that I didn't think he had. It was an emergency services PA plate, so it was kind of cool, and it was kind of cool that he actually opened it yesterday because it was the day before 9/11, and
Right.
in Pennsylvania had a plane crash,
Mm-hmm.
so it was kind of neat. It's kind of a cool plate, and it was actually
Yeah.
really a really nice plate.
He
So
didn't have it already, did he?
he didn't say that he already had it,
Oh, okay.
so
That's good.
yeah, I found it at a yard sale, and I was like, you know what am I gonna do with this one? I was like, you know what, I'm gonna send it to him because he
Right.
collects license plates.
Yeah.
This is why we do this, of course. Yep, yeah, give back. I mean,
Right.
there's so many people out there, and like
That's why I started a channel, man, so I can, make content for
yeah,
people that are searching for stuff that I was looking for when I got started. I mean, of course, to get monetized, but that's how I'm going to do it by giving back. I
yeah,
can't just
and
expect to put
honestly
crappy
too, like
videos.
I always say, like, we wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for a lot of other people who's helped us
Right.
get here. I mean,
Yep.
like KJ
So we
Roots
gotta,
Reseller. I know you were on his show last week.
yeah.
I mean, he's really helped us out a lot, getting us out there, and
Right.
it's just been a lot of people who's shared and commented, and it's I don't know, it's fun to see people actually get information and something that if I learned it, hey, I'm not going to charge you for it. I'm going to give it to you for free
Right.
because it's yeah, that's what it goes. Resale Rabbit buys out entire stores now.
Baller.
That sounds yeah.
Balling.
Yeah. When you get to that point and like the touch on that subject you brought up again, like rally roots, like
Mhm.
I don't see myself ever being like that. Like $400 t-shirts. Like that's just nuts to me.
I mean, they got wholesalers that they can
I
buy
know.
that stuff from. You know what I mean? And then they sell them on Instagram. So there's like not really. I mean, like they got a eBay store, but they say they sell the bulk of them on Instagram to people directly.
Yeah, and they're doing those lots too where
Yeah.
I mean they have a good system going down though. I mean they
They've established themselves in the game though, man. Like I really can't say what I wouldn't do with their type of experience and their
yeah.
knowledge. They got it to where they can, charge for their courses and stuff like that. Like, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like I'm not gonna say like they went Hollywood with it or nothing like that, but they earned that
True.
avenue that they're in, you know what I mean? And with enough clout, I guess you could say, you never know what you would do, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's easy to say when we're at a small level that we would just stay doing what we're doing, but
True.
no one stay. I mean, no one that expects to make significant cash is going to stick doing what they were doing because then
Yeah.
you're just going to always make the same money you were making.
Yeah, you got to mix it up and I mean, I don't see myself ever doing vintage like that.
No,
Just
probably not. I'm just not into vintage like that. But if
that's some
if
cool stuff though. I
right,
wish I can find that stuff and I honestly didn't know I honestly didn't know that they were doing it from wholesale before until he mentioned it in one of the recent videos where
mhm,
how he or on Instagram or something and it's some of those shirts are just like if I would see those out in public, like if I'd see those somewhere, I'd probably
mhm,
pass on it just because
right. I'm just
and I
not
barely get
knowledgeable in that situation.
it. No.
But it's like, man, I look at it like this. Like when I first started reselling, I was buying hype sneakers and I was paying hundreds of dollars for a pair of sneakers just to make 40 bucks off of it. You know what I mean? And in the end, like it's not worth it when I can go to the Goodwill or I can go to my local thrift store and pay $3 for a pair of shoes and still make the same 35, 40 bucks. Like what
True.
makes more sense? Spend $3 or spend 175, 225, to
Exactly.
make the same amount of money. It makes no sense. And that's why I stepped down from selling hype sneakers to just thrifting items that I could find on an all the time basis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Ed said, everybody it's no secret. Everybody's goal is to get monetized. And but
Right.
some and also some of us do love making content. That's how we are. I mean, yeah, it would be great to start making money from videos because I mean you put in so much time
Yeah.
doing this, which when we started, we didn't know that. Like it was like,
YouTube is a grind, man. It's a
yes,
serious grind.
and it's one of those grinds too where you just like it's so hard to comprehend. It's just to understand everything because, like you just said about changing stuff up, there's just little tweaks that you can make in your videos to help them get better. And
Hmm.
if you keep everything the same, it's just going to become monotonous, and people are just going
Right.
to move on.
And that's why I try, like, my videos have come a long way. Like, they still got so much further to go, like 1000%. But at the same time, I try to get 1% better with each upload, man. That way,
Yep.
at least, I'm better than my last video. You know what I mean?
So Ed took out the Rally Roots course.
So that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Like I'm paying for a YouTube course right now, and I'm getting tons of value out of it, man.
Are
Like
you?
for real. And like if you go back through my viewers, like the videos, you can see when I start getting the triple digits in my viewership, and that's when I
Okay.
started taking that course. Like when my videos started getting better, like the editing, I stepped up the editing game and all that. That's when I started taking the course. Like you can tell, go back and look at 12 videos ago. I wasn't in the course yet, but if you look
Yep.
at 5 videos ago, you'll be able to tell the difference. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Cheryl, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, sure.
So, do you have a system for organizing?
Not necessarily. Like I got the bin system where I got like the totes back there, and I'll just put a number on them, and then every time, like I got a tote that I work out of, so I'll fill a tote up with stuff that I want to list, and as I list it, I put the custom SKU in there. I put what I paid for that item and where it's going to be at. But if it's sneakers, I just put them on a shelf. You know what I mean? And I could just find them because I got three sneaker shelves, and it's pretty easy to find the shoes. And then I generally remember where I put them at based on when I bought them. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But if it's like clothing and other hard goods and stuff like that, I have them stored all in totes, and
I
I'll just
kind of
put the
like what you
SKU in.
just said about putting what you paid in the custom SKU too.
Right. That way, when it comes to doing my bookkeeping, it's already there in the listing. Like when I go to look up what I sold, I can
Yeah.
just write it down. Because I use pen and paper when I do my bookkeeping still. Because like I said, I haven't been doing it long enough. I probably
Yeah.
need to get some bookkeeping, like GoDaddy for business or whatever it's called or something. But for right now, it's a lot easier than me trying to. Because I got this notebook, and I have to flip through page after page to find that item that I sold. Instead of it already being in the listing, I don't have to flip through nothing. I just write it down, put my shipping, take my final value fees out of it, and what's left is my net.
There you go. Hmm. Yeah. So we do the bins like we just have them. I don't know how many we got. We probably have almost 20 bins full of stuff.
You got
So
more than I got.
and like you said though, I have a bin that's over here that stuff I've taken pictures of. It just
Hmm.
needs listed, and once it gets listed, it'll get moved to another bin. So
Right,
once I'm listing, I kind of look. I look over and say, okay, this bin's kind of empty, so I'll
right.
start tossing just stuff, tossing stuff in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, hard. It is hard to find a system that works, and you see so many people do it different ways, and they'll label their bins, and no matter how you label your bins, whatever works for you. I mean, we
right.
label ours based on places we've been or places we like to go and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
So
don't do nothing creative like that. I just pick the letter F and start rocking with it. I got F1, F2, F3, F. I don't
yeah,
know why it's the letter F.
I'm not even sure why we started to do it like that. I think when we were watching like Cincinnati Picker, he had his labeled like with the letters and stuff. I said, you know
Yeah,
what, I kind of want to just do something creative, and it's kind of been cool because the kids will look at it and say, oh, okay, they know what bin's got what. So
right.
something a little just different. I mean, it was our little twist on it, I would say. And honestly, for I bet it's probably we've been selling on eBay for a long time, and it probably within like the last 6 months is when we switched over to actually labeling the bins
Yeah,
because we didn't have that many bins to begin with, and then it's just because it's growing. But before the bins weren't labeled, so when I sold something, I had to say, okay, what bin is it in? And it was a pain. And then my
yep,
wife was like, why don't you label them? And
right.
now I'm glad I did
Yeah,
because
because then you got to look through all 20 of your bins to
I
find
know.
one item, and it's going to be in the last
And
bin
then
you look
and
in.
then if it's something this small,
Yep.
it could be hiding in there. I mean, I
Yeah.
just messed up the other day. I shipped out some Tupperware, and I realized I was like, oh man, there was supposed to be 3 lids. I saw a lid sitting there. I was like, I forgot to ship the lid.
Yeah.
So I shipped it back out to the lady. Lady emails me. She's like, oh, this other lid's missing too. And I'm like, what? So I looked over at what fell in the bin below it.
Oh,
I'm like, okay, that lid's coming too. So she's getting like 3 packages.
that sucks. Three
For the,
shipping labels
yeah,
for one
I know.
purchase.
Luckily, I still made money on it. So
Right.
thanks to these
What's up,
sellers. Thanks
Misty?
for stopping by. Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So you said so where so with how many garage sales and yard sales do you guys have out there? Is it a lot or
It's not a lot, man. We live in a small town, you know what I
okay?
mean? So maybe on a good weekend there will be 10 total.
Okay.
So that's really not a lot.
Yeah, we have I mean, we have so many here, and we actually went to go do a community sale this morning. We pulled in this big community, nice community. And it was like they had the signs up when you entered. It was like 8:15. It was supposed to start at 8. Not
Mhm.
one house set up.
Wow.
I drove through the whole community. And it was like there's not one person set up here.
That's
So
crazy.
luckily we left. Luckily we found the other 3. It was
Hang on, I
plenty.
gotta let my
'Cause
dog out of the room.
no problem.
Here we go.
Also, if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. We can get them answered for you.
All right, my bad.
Yeah, we usually get burned out after a couple hours. It's just like,
How how many people's in your town? Like how big is your city?
I mean, we're right outside of Pittsburgh, so it's kind of like St. Louis. I mean, it's
So
decent amount
my
of people.
town's like 35,000, which isn't bad. I
Oh,
mean,
there's
it's
way
not
less
big,
here. There's way less here.
really.
You know, in our
But you
town,
got
we're in
you said you got Pittsburgh right there though.
Pittsburgh.
So
We're about 20 minutes, 25 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. So
so technically you're not a Yinzer for real.
I work in Pittsburgh, so yeah, I can be.
But so yeah, like I said, the nearest big city to me is St. Louis, and that's
Okay.
like 800,000 people.
Yeah.
But I don't live in St. Louis anymore, so it's a 2 hour hike for me to,
Okay. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
2 hours is a long hike. I
It's a
mean, that's
significant haul, man. And then after that, you got to go thrifting or you got to go yard selling. Then you got to go back the 2 hour
okay.
drive back. You know
That's
what I mean?
we did the Route 7 yard sale
Yeah.
in Ohio last weekend, and I mean it was like an hour drive to get where it started, and then we
Mm.
went an hour north, so then we had to drive 2 hours home.
Yeah,
So
man.
it was just
That's rough.
it was exhausting, especially with the kids too. The kids get burned out after so long.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can only I mean you start finding so much stuff, and then you got to find places to store it too,
Yeah.
and then you got to list it
That's
all.
that's how it was when me and my girl we went on vacation to Texas and we were trying to be mindful of what we picked up because we were going to be down there for a whole week sourcing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
We didn't want to get too much stuff because the car was still loaded down. You know what I mean? Like I drive a Nissan Altima. It's not a very big car. You know what I mean? So I got minimal space. You know, so we had to pick up small items.
Yeah, that's how we felt on our vacation. I picked up
Yeah,
some stuff, and it was like it's getting close to being full.
right. You got 3 kids with you too.
Yeah, our car was loaded. I mean, I think our last garage, so I think the kids were carrying stuff on their laps in the
Yeah.
car, so it got bad. Harry, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping
What's up,
by.
Harry?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
And like you just said, just driving 2 hours to that city, and
Yeah.
you're using gas at that point, and you're
No.
going to be stopping somewhere to eat. So that's the same way. We like to stay close. And
Yeah.
we thought doing a 60-mile yard sale would be cool. I mean, we made it about 15 to 20 miles.
Yeah. Last week we had it's called the Highway 61 yard sale, and it was just the same as everybody else's
Yeah.
mile long sales. And we hit quite a few of those on Friday, but then Saturday when we got started, it started raining on us, so we only got
Okay.
to go to about 10 or 12 of them. But I still got quite a decent amount of stuff, but I've already listed it all because I list pretty quickly.
I don't. And well, I try to list quickly, and I said, I
How
mean,
many items do you list a day? Do you have a certain number?
I was on a I was on it. I was trying to do 50 a week,
Yeah,
but I've ever since vacation, it's just been I can't get back
got to
into it.
get back in the swing of things.
Yeah, and once I do, I mean, I'll be I'll get back into it. Hopefully this week. Actually, this week probably not since it's busy, but probably within the next 2 weeks, I want to have everything listed.
Yeah.
I want to be close to being. I want to have this death pile down to like one shelf.
How many
Because
items do you have like in your death pile? Would you guess?
I'd probably say almost three. I'd probably say a couple hundred.
Really?
Yeah, and a
Wow.
lot of it's small stuff too. I mean, we have some pewter figures that need listed. There's probably 30 in there, so those won't be too hard. I got a stack of DVDs here that won't be that are going to be maybe like 4 listings because they're getting lotted together. So there's just some newer stuff that I want to get listed just because Christmas is coming up and
Right.
and I got a couple things listed tonight with some 1990s Hot Wheels. I mean, you're over there selling stuff. That's great. Though.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah, man. I try to list 11 items a day right now.
Okay.
I was going crazy with that 25
Mhm.
listings a day Philly flipper, man. But that was just taxing, man. It was mentally draining, you know what I mean? Because I'm not that fast at listing. So to jump from 15 to 25
That's a
was
lot.
it was a lot, you know what I mean? So I went back down to 10 when that challenge was over with. Now I'm at 11. Next month I'll go up to 12 and I'll just add another listing on each day a month. Uh,
Ten,
so
yeah, ten's a
that
good.
one,
I try to do 10. 10 a day is a good
I
number. I
can
feel
do
like.
10 listings in less than an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I
It's
mean,
that's
I
feasible
try to
for me.
do 10, like especially once the kids go to bed, try to hit 10 up, then get to bed. But then you're
Yeah,
also trying to edit videos, and it's just
right.
so some nights it's like, okay, do I edit tonight or do I list? It's like you got to pick one because we get up early in the morning. So
See, that's what I try to do. Like I'll film a video and then that's why I cut down to one video a week. But you
okay,
got like three times the amount of videos that I do, and you started YouTube after me. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Well,
you grind hard on YouTube, bro. Like you
we had
definitely do.
we there was 1 month we listed every day, and
Yeah.
then after that month, I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah,
It's
I list daily. I never miss a day ever.
yeah.
Like ever since I've started reselling, I've never not listed an item. And I've been
Well, this was
reselling for 8 months.
this was listing. This was putting up a video every day.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
did a
That's
video.
crazy.
It was like after that month, I was like, this isn't happening. And then we
Yeah,
were doing every other day. So then it's probably been since maybe the last month we switched to just Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and it
yeah.
seems to
My
be
channel
working
would
out.
probably grow a lot quicker if I was putting out more content. But I do a live on Tuesday and I put a video out on
Right.
Friday, and that way I've got all week long to edit the video, and it doesn't stress me out because working on a video for 6 hours straight to get it out by the next day, like that's just
It's tough,
it's
and
tough. Yeah,
that's why, like I said before, we try to have ours scheduled out. So
yeah,
you might see a video this week, but I filmed it maybe 3 weeks ago.
right,
So and it helps us out. I know there was at one point we were scheduled 2 weeks out in advance, which was
yeah,
perfect because if a good video came up that I filmed, I would switch it out and say, okay, this one's going to go up before all the other ones, but I
right,
didn't have to worry about it. Well, now I'll be behind, and I mean I'll have a video. I have a video edited for Tuesday already, so
yeah.
I usually don't like our what sold's being counted as our upload video, but hey, you
But it's
gotta
content though, and you
and
got
it,
to think there's
exactly.
people that enjoy the what sold
I
videos
know.
over the picking videos. You know what I
And we
mean?
have that. People have commented about that too. Bang it out exactly. Get all those items listed so and resell first. YouTube for fun.
That's
It's
that's that's what my mindset is because I'm actually making money off reselling. I'm not making any
exactly.
money off YouTube yet, so I must do reselling first, and then I'll do YouTube afterwards. And if it
And you
gets to
probably
the point to where I
and you
can't do
yeah,
YouTube that week, I just won't do YouTube that week.
and you'll probably still even I mean for a while you'll probably still make more money on eBay than you
Oh,
will YouTube
probably
because
always ever.
yeah, unless you become huge. I mean
Even Harry Tornado makes more money reselling than he does
yeah,
on. I mean, well, I mean, who really knows? Honestly, he said he makes about $500 a video. So
and then you got then you factor in the merch. Uh,
yeah,
so stuff like that, and so I mean,
I
yeah,
mean,
who
I've
knows?
sold a couple of pieces of merch, not a whole lot. I've only sold two items, three items, I think total.
Yeah, we sold a couple, not too much, and we just switched ours. We just switched ours to a different company. So,
And
and I mean, we bought our shirts, and so we can wear, and the kids will wear theirs to school.
yeah,
So, and we just gave away on Monday night. We gave away one of our pint glasses that we got. So
yeah,
it's something cool. I know Nakoma Fines bought one of our shirts.
right.
He was actually the first one to buy one, so which was cool.
The
I,
first person to buy mine was Rafa, early bird picker,
okay,
I believe so. No, Stacy, Chris's wife from Flip the World.
okay.
She bought the first shirt because Chris is the one that made my logo.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He's going to be on our Monday night show in a week from this Monday, actually.
yeah, yeah. So he designed the logo. Stacy bought the first shirt, and then I gave him a shirt for making the logo for me
Well, that's cool.
because he didn't want anything. Like he didn't charge me anything.
That's
So
nice. Yeah, we had a guy. My wife works with this girl, and her husband was a graphic designer, so he designed our logo. It wasn't too expensive. It was good. And I like it, so it fits us perfectly. Like
I
Ed
like
said,
Ed's comment right here. Ed said he likes the what sold videos more than his sourcing, but they seem to have more interest in his what sold. And it's crazy because I've switched my content up to go to like more educational based content for new resellers. And like at first I was getting a lot of views, you know what I mean? Based on that. But then like my views had slowed down, like the velocity of it had slowed down to where my videos weren't gaining the views as fast, and then I put out this sourcing video, and for me to get 100 views in 2 days is pretty good. That's like
That's good.
that's
That's good.
good for that's good for
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean? And this video that I put out yesterday, I think it's at like 96 views right now. So I guess me putting that, because like I said, my views had slowed down from doing the educational
Yeah.
stuff. Then I put out a sourcing video and it's kind of back to doing good again. So I guess I'm gonna have to sprinkle in more sourcing videos while I got the weather for it.
Yeah. And
You know what I
I
mean?
noticed too, like I've been messing around with what times to upload to, and it's like I
I
noticed, like,
use vidIQ. You use TubeBuddy, don't you?
yeah.
Does TubeBuddy not give you a time that's best to
I
upload?
honestly don't know. I should probably
Yeah.
look.
vidIQ tells you based on your prior videos and this, the views that you get, your viewers are most active during this time. That's why I release my video at 12 o'clock every day.
I should probably look because I never look for it. It's
Yeah.
silly.
Because they tell you, I'm pretty sure TubeBuddy's just the same type of, it's
I I feel like it
vidIQ's
is too.
competition.
Yeah, because it's weird because like when we were doing every other day,
Mhm.
it was like they weren't um they weren't the same days every week really.
Yeah.
And I noticed like Friday nights, it was pointless for us.
Yeah. Because everybody's out
Everybody's
partying or,
out.
doing whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? So that's why I listen. I'd still launch mine on Fridays. I launch them on Friday morning or Friday afternoon at 12 o'clock
Yeah,
because it says that my viewers are watching the most between 12 and 3. So I started at 12 when they're first starting to watch, and then that gives them time to watch it. You know what I mean? And I know most resellers are sourcing at garage sales, you know what I mean, during that time, but it seems to work okay for me. I don't know if I
that's
change it up, if I have the same results.
what's crazy is like I don't see anything yet about it, but it's like mostly everybody who watches our videos is between 35 and 44 years old.
Hmm.
58% of the people watch it on their phones,
See, it doesn't tell me none of that.
and
But it
most
says
of
that
our
I have
views
a 100% male audience, and I know that I don't.
we we have 92.7% male,
That's not even
7.3%,
true, though, either, bro. I
and then
guarantee you it's not.
what's that?
I said, I guarantee you that's not true.
No, and it's funny because like the audience, like we've had the most views for in the United States, but we've had a lot of our views or some of our views come from the United Kingdom.
I have too.
YouTube,
It's interesting, though, man, when you get to digging around in those analytics and see what's really going on in the back end of your channel.
yeah, it's definitely cool. I'm gonna definitely have to check to see.
Yeah, man, take a look, man. Like usually I see it when it's time to upload, but I can go in there at any given time and look and see if it's changed.
Yeah, I never really thought about going in there because usually when I log in, two buddies already, uh,
Yeah, you got the extension.
yeah, which
Yeah,
has
me
been
too.
great
Yeah.
because which has been wonderful. Yeah, yeah, he uses two buddies. I think I use the paid version too
I use the paid version of vidIQ.
because it wasn't that much for two buddy. It
How much
was
do you pay for TubeBuddy?
I want to say it might be like $4 or something.
Really? Yeah. See, I use the pro version, so I pay $50 a month.
Yeah, I don't think two buddies.
Like the basic version of vidIQ is like $9 a month, but
Yeah, I
like
could be
so
wrong.
it recommends the tags that I should use. It recommends
Yep.
the keywords I should use. It shows me what my competition's tags are. It shows me what other people have. You know what I mean? And like it'll even by time it gives you a score, like a SEO score. So
Yep.
like based on your keywords, your thumbnail, your end screens, and all that other good stuff, it'll show you where your video will rank in search if you compare it to what you want to rank for. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So like say my last video was like trip to the thrift, and I ranked second in like the list, and I was in between like Samson, another reseller, and then in between like Hustle at Home Mom, you know what I mean? Like so I was right in the middle of two big YouTubers.
Yep. And that's kind of what you want too.
Yeah.
So he pays $20 for two buddy. It's like the middle
So it's
tier
like the
one.
middle tier one.
So
So it's still cheaper than vidIQ.
what's crazy is I didn't even know about Tube Buddy because like you hear people talking about tags, and it's like I think Dante from Prison to Profit was the one that
Yeah,
I
he
went and
used
looked. And I was
too
like,
many
man,
too.
I should have been using this a long time ago because
Right.
it was a huge help.
Yeah. Yeah, because it gives you recommended tags, and then
Yes.
it'll even tell you like after you on old content that you made, like tags that might help it rank better.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I should probably go back and look at some of the older stuff because I mean, we do have way too many videos. I
You guys
mean,
got a lot of videos. I got 63 videos,
I think we 150 some. I think
something like that.
I know it's a lot. I mean, and a lot of the early ones were just horrible, but and we still didn't really know what we were doing. But
Yeah,
you learn as you go, and
that's the whole thing about it, man. You can't stop learning just because you keep getting older. Because the moment you stop learning, man, it's pointless. You might as well not be alive anymore.
exactly, and it's just. And I laugh because you see some of these people have 0 videos, but they have 1,000 subscribers. It's like,
Right,
hold on, like,
right. What's going on here?
yeah. And we have our runs where it's like we get a nice rush, then it slows down. It's like, okay, what happened?
And that's when I jump into the analytics and I start looking around and like try to figure out, well, what did I do different? What did I do to make this video a success? Sometimes I think it's just pure luck, you know what I mean?
I think it is too. You hit it
But
at the right time, and
right,
something that you posted was searched well at that time,
yeah,
and that's kind of what you're going for. I mean, you're kind of
right,
trying to. You almost have to play the future game because you have to see what's going to be that next hot thing
right.
that
And
you can
try to
just
ride the wave before
exactly.
it burns out.
Yeah, because if you can ride that wave, and if you can hit it at the right time,
Yep.
that's when your channel is going to blow up.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
just
that's what happened with my sneaker channel, man. Like I've got a video on there with like 24,000 views, like 23,000 views or something like that. And I just happened to get a mystery sneaker box from a kid that was just on the way up. And I mean, like his channel went from when I bought the sneaker box, his channel went from 1,000 views at the day of my purchase to by the time the box of shoes got to me, which was only what 3 days, he had 10,000 subscribers. So like I'm talking about this kid was meteoric, dude, in his rise, like nothing I've ever seen before. Uh, he's got like almost 200,000 subscribers now, and I've only been reselling since like I started reselling sneakers in October, and I got the mystery box from like November. By
what's his
January,
what
huh?
is his channel?
Cam's Kicks,
I I actually watch him.
yeah.
That's what I was wondering if it was who you were talking
That's
about.
and that's who it was, man. I got the mystery box from him, dude, and I grew my channel grew from 30 subscribers to like 700 in like 2 months. Just from that, like I've got 600 subscribers from his video alone that I did the mystery box on.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's crazy. And then I got another mystery box from another sneaker kid named Rare Kicks, and I got like 200 subscribers off of his video.
Wow.
13,000 views. I did two videos on him. One, I did a mystery box where I got the box from him. I did a video on it, and then the second video, which was more popular, was I got a hoodie from him in that mystery box, and it turned out to be fake. So I made a video on him selling me the fake hoodie, but reimbursing me my money and vouching for him that he was a good businessman. Because a lot of people were like, I don't know if I trust dude, and I'm just like, look, man, he sold me some fake and gave me my money back before I ever even sent the item back to him. So I'm
Wow.
like, you guys can trust dude. You can shop with him and he'll do
Yeah.
you right.
Adam, thanks for stopping by.
What's up,
And
man?
Defy Resellers, thanks for
Hey,
stopping
Ken
by.
Camilla, they just hit
Con-
1K.
Yeah, congrats on hitting 1K. Uh, are you still on track to go full time by the end of the year?
Yes, I am. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna put my 2 weeks in like any day now. Like I don't know if you guys were on at the beginning of the show, but I only work 1 day a week at my job and it's for 4 hours. So it's pretty pointless for me to keep working there at this point.
Yeah, it's almost
Like
a waste of time, really.
it's a waste of time for real,
I
man.
mean, yeah, I mean,
And then it's $10 an hour. 4 hours, it's $40 a day once a week. So it's $80 before taxes at the end of 2 weeks. Like there's no point in me doing what am I doing? You
yeah,
know what I mean?
you can make more money selling.
If I
Well,
listed for 4 more hours that day, I'd still
exactly.
make more money.
All my old clothing inventory I listed is selling same or next day. Yeah, clothing has been hot.
Clothing's been
Nice.
doing pretty good for me. That's what just chinged earlier was I made 2 clothing sales since we've been on this live
Oh,
together.
okay. Yeah, you had that shirt, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's great. 5 resellers. Congrats on 1,000. Yeah. Atlanta Flipper, thanks for stopping
What's up,
by.
Derek?
How are you doing down there?
I need to get him on my show too.
He is a blast. He was
Yeah.
on ours not too
Oh, well,
long
I
ago.
talk to him personally on the phone quite often. Like that's my guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Tons of knowledge too about shoot. I mean,
Right.
tons of knowledge.
Did you
And
see his latest video? He bought his mom a car.
I saw the
He
thing, and
told
I
me
haven't
earlier.
watched it yet. I see. Look at that. Ed's made 2 sales during this live too.
Nice.
Just keep
What
selling.
you talking about, man?
That's what we like to see. I haven't made a sale, so
Oh,
unless unless
you're
this was
due
a
for
posh,
one then.
what's that?
I said you're due for one.
Yeah, I was gonna say unless it was a Poshmark sale, but it wasn't. So
See, I stopped selling on Poshmark, man. I shut that down quick.
we sold three. Sold a North Face hoodie and 2 pairs of shoes from our Thread Up mystery box on Poshmark.
Nice.
So we've done. It's crazy because with those 3 things, it basically is paid for our
Paid for the
Poshmark
box.
boxes.
Yeah.
For 2 boxes though.
Right. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so I mean, she still has some more stuff. I don't think she's going to do clothes much more than we have now. I mean, I'm still doing. I mean, I'll still do clothes, but my clothes that I pick up now, I mean, unless it's something, especially women wise, it's going to have to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can flip men's clothing with ease. It seems like.
Yeah.
Marcus, why Poshmark is the second highest platform?
Man, I just don't enjoy the sharing and stuff of it, man. Like
That's hard.
that social aspect of it, I'm just not really into. You know what I mean? It's easy to list on there, like and all that stuff. Like it's super easy to list on there, but I'm just not into all the shenanigans you got to do to get sales.
And I feel that if you don't do those shenanigans, you're not going to sell it.
Right.
And I
Like
mean,
it took me probably about 5 months to sell 20 things on there.
yeah,
So,
it's
and eBay is just like
constant.
it's my bread and butter, man. Like sell after sell, you know.
And then there's people. I mean, there's people that focus just on Poshmark and sell a ton.
Right. Yeah.
But they're so used to the whole aspect of it, what you got to do.
Right.
And like I found out last night that I was like, oh, I can send an offer, and I sent an offer on these shoes, and they sold. So
Yeah.
it's a good thing. Marcus, just got here. So glad to hear you're on track.
Right on. Thanks, guys.
Think you'll quit your job to focus? Think you're going to quit your job to focus really hard starting in October?
Yeah, I think before then, but yeah, definitely, because that's going to be my big priority. It's already a priority. I've already been loading up for it. Like, but the problem is I'm selling a lot of the stuff that I'm trying to get listed and stored for Q4. It's already selling, which I mean, I guess that's a good problem to have.
I always look at the whole year as Q4. Like every day is Q4 for me
Right.
because I'll sell Christmas stuff
All year round.
exactly. Yeah, I mean I actually have some Harley Davidson ornaments that need listed too.
I just sold a whole bunch of Harley Davidson ornaments within the last 2 months, like all
Really?
motorcycle ornaments, Hallmark ornaments.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some. I paid like $5 a piece for like 5 of them, and then a guy gave me like 6 of them for free because I asked him what he would do for all of them, and he's like, "Tell you what, if you buy those for the price that I want for them, you could just have those." And I was like, "All right, whatever, that works."
I think I got 6 of them for $10. If I remember right. I don't know. It's been a while since I've had them, and they're sitting there on the shelf. I need to list them tomorrow night. Get those up because people are gonna start putting up a Christmas tree in the next few weeks. It seems like the way everything's going. You went to a local charity.
That sucks, man.
You know what? Sometimes those higher income towns just don't put out stuff.
Right. So like I went to a yard sale last weekend on the Highway 61 sale, and we got to a nice neighborhood, and I got some good stuff in that neighborhood, but I did come to one lady's house, man, and she had eBay prices on everything. Like she had a camera she wanted $50 for. That's what it was going for on eBay. She had a Linksys Netgear type router. She had a $175 sticker on that, and brand new they go for like $250. So I looked it up, and it was going for about $175 on eBay. And I'm just like, man, she's never gonna she's never gonna get anything from there. So like this guy parked in front of me, and as I was getting out of my car, he's like, "Sorry, I parked up on the corner like that." I said, "Bro, it's all good. I got room to get out." I said, "But that lady's prices are high, dude." And then so he pulled up at the next sale I was at. He's like, "Bro, you weren't lying." He's like, "I didn't even buy anything. I took one look at the prices and turned around."
Yeah, those. I mean, hey, they're it's that person's like they can ask what they want, but they're not.
Right, of course.
They're gonna be taking it back in the house afterwards.
Right, right. And
We,
and it was the first day of the yard sale. So like when I did hear her turning down everyone's offers, she was like, "It's just the first day. Like I'm pretty set on asking what I'm asking." I was like, "Yeah, she's not coming off of nothing. Like maybe Saturday or Sunday, but
yeah, we. It's funny. We went to a sale today, and it was a two. I guess they had it yesterday, and the lady. We walk in, we just see Starbucks mugs, like
mm,
Starbucks, like the tumblers. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of them. So I said, hey, can we work out a deal? If I, and she's like, yeah, we'll work out a deal. That's fine. But she had them priced at like 5, 10, 7.50, $15,
right.
which those are still some good prices for some of these because there some of them were Disney Starbucks
Oh yeah, those are gonna go
ones.
for top dollar.
So we loaded up a box. I think we got 6 of them, maybe 7, something like that, maybe 8. I don't know.
Mm,
I lost track. So I got that. I got a Disney license plate frame, a nice metal one, and an ornament. So I went back in their garage and said, okay, what can we do here? And I started adding it up in my head. And like I'm already up to like $80
yeah,
worth of stuff in here. She's like, just give me 20 for everything.
nice.
I'm like, I look at my kid, I'm like, get in the car before she changes her mind
Right.
because it's and honestly, I was expecting her to like not even really work a deal. But again, if you're nice to people, there's a
Yep.
way better chance they're gonna work with you.
Of course.
Yeah, Linksys routers are expensive. I have a Linksys one too that I found, but it's not an expensive one.
Yeah, I found a couple that were like $9.
Yeah, I think that's what mine is. It's still listed for 5, so
Yeah.
it's definitely. I picked up. I had to do this big buy, and I had to buy everything. I mean, I'm
That's
into
tough.
it for pennies, but I can't sell it. It's probably gonna get donated soon.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did with mine.
I need to go through some of my stuff and say, okay, this stuff's not selling. I just need to just
I do that every couple of months, man. Like I'm getting ready to have a garage sale on Friday, and I'll probably just throw some stuff out there that ain't been selling for me, or that I've got listed for so low that it's really not worth it.
yeah. So Adam, you found a piece of Tupperware for $5 for one container. Sometimes those $5 though, so if it's really, I'll pay $5 if I know I can make some good money on them. Because I mean, I'm all about paying up for stuff. I mean, I paid up for this today. Another
What's that?
wireless thermostat kit.
Oh yeah, those go for good money.
So she had $30 on it, and I'm like, okay. So I scan it. Well, it's brand new. Everything's still packaged up in here. It's
Uh-huh.
brand new. I'm gonna get about $150 for it.
Nice.
So I'll pay $30 to make 150, and I
Right.
don't think it's gonna last long. It's getting listed tonight, actually.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of Corningware, and I wasn't gonna buy it, but I asked the lady, I was like, "What do you want for all of that?" And she's like, "If you take it all, you can have everything for $5." And not just that, but all the other stuff that I got too while I was at her yard sale, which is like I can't even really remember. Like it was a Casio label thermal printer
Okay.
and something else, man. It's a stack of these old classic movies. I looked them up, but I can't find any comps on any of them. But they're all sealed in the package. It's like Shirley Temple and you know
Okay.
Shirley Temple, some just Hollywood classic movies. But I got all those, like 15 pieces of Corningware.
Morningware
And
is good though.
yeah, and all for $5. So I got 26 cents in on everything when I break down and do the cost of goods. 26
Corning
cents each item.
Corningware was like when we started, I guess middle of last year hitting it hard. It was like Corningware was our thing. I mean, we
Yeah.
would constantly sell it, but thinking about it now though, I'm stuck with some pieces that I can't get
My
rid of.
girl's got some Pyrex, dude, that she's killing it. Like there's
Tupperware.
certain things, dude, that she'll sell that I just can't. Like Brita water filters, dude. I can't sell those to save my life, but she just sold one today.
I sold one. I think I sold a 4 pack I got at Goodwill last year, and that's the
Yeah.
only time I picked them up because I can't. Yeah, I can't move those. Corningware will move. Tupperware is our thing. We can move it. Little
Hey,
Miss
Miss
Q, thanks
Q.
for stopping by. Yeah, it's sealed VHS. That's the thing. Hit that bubble now because who knows what the next bubble is going to be.
Right.
I mean, because honestly, to me, I still think there's that VHS player. I think, I mean, you used to be able to find VHS tape. The player's cheap too,
Yeah.
but now
Now they're
they're
getting
just
marked up.
yeah, and I don't know which ones sell better, the VHS players or the dual ones.
Uh, I think the dual ones go for a higher dollar for me. I don't know which ones sell faster because they both sell fast.
Yeah, because the one I found today is just. I mean, look at you making his sales tonight.
That was just actually the payment for it.
Uh, I
The
hate
first
that.
one was an offer. I accepted it. That was the payment. I
I think
can't flex, I got to be honest.
selling all that stuff. Yes, I mean that's looking sealed VHS. You can look for it, but man, just some sealed VHS just do not sell. It's
Right. Like,
Nakoma Fines mentioned earlier. Look for those first pressings. Horror, which I can't
you'd
find
be
horror.
surprised though, dude, at some of the random crap that sells. Like, I found two Titanic miniseries, not the actual movie,
Okay.
but like the spinoff, the TV series or something. I didn't even know this was ever a thing. I picked up two of them and I sold both of them. Like, one of them, his title or his name on eBay, his username was Ship Fan, like boat, like a
Yeah,
ship fan, and he was a Titanic fanatic, dude. And he was like, I just want to make sure that the picture in the listing is the item that I'm going to get. And I was like, yeah, why wouldn't it be? Like that's definitely what's for sale. And he's like, okay, cool, I'm buying it right now. He's like, yeah, I've been looking for this, and I'm like, weird. It's the most random thing. He
yeah.
bought it. I think I had it listed for like $12, and he bought it.
So, so our Dollar Trees sell DVDs.
Yeah,
They have Blu-rays. They have
yeah, ours does
PS4.
too,
They have
but they're never
PS4
anything
games
good.
too. Well, so I went there. I don't know. It was, I think beginning of the year, and they had this DVD, regular DVD, not even a Blu-ray. It was like this
Mhm.
old. I think it was a country western one. I think it was just some music.
Yeah,
I picked it up. I came home and I scanned it because Dollar Tree puts the barcodes over top.
right.
I got $26 for this DVD.
Nice.
It sold overnight. So I went and checked like 5 different Dollar Trees around me, and nobody had them. So it was just like, and I heard that they get like Walmart. So I know a manager who works for Dollar Tree, and I said, hey, what days do you guys stock? He said, well, each store's different, but he said they get Target Blu-rays,
Mhm.
Walmart, and there's another store that they get all their videos and games from.
Right,
So you can find some good stuff at the Dollar Tree for $1. I mean,
right.
if you could pick up some Blu-rays, I've sold a couple Blu-rays. You do have to be careful though because some of them get loose in there. But there
Right.
are ways they tell you that you can get them set back into place.
Yeah,
Which
I've gotten a few of them set back into place, but there's just some of them I can't get back in there for the life of me.
yeah. So if I'm looking and I hear it's loose, I'm leaving it.
Yeah.
But I haven't checked the Dollar Tree in a while. I should probably check this
I was
week.
there yesterday, man, but they only had some New England Patriots Super Bowl championship DVDs. And I couldn't scan it because I was at the register, you know what I mean? And I couldn't peel the label off.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, they
I'm
don't.
gonna pass on it.
I'm trying to think. They had some World Series ones, I think, from the Nationals and the Houston Astros.
Yeah,
So
well, are those worth anything though?
the Nationals one was selling, but I can't sell it.
Uh,
Someone recommended specialty candies at Dollar Tree sells. I never knew about that.
me neither. I went in there though, and they had like Scott toilet paper or paper towels or something like that. Somebody was selling 2 packs of them for $16 and plus shipping, and they only, it'd been $2 investment.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just weird. It's weird how this whole thing's and maybe buy it and return it.
yeah, I, I could try that.
That's true.
What I
Or
got to
just
lose,
buy it and
right?
use it.
It's a couple bucks at most if I buy more than one.
And if it doesn't sell, you got some paper towels. So
Right. Well, I mean, I just spent a few like $500 on some Halloween stuff. I can't disclose my information because it's from a paid group, but I paid $500 for this stuff and it ain't selling at all. So at least I can return that. You know what I mean? Because that's
Yeah.
a large investment.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's like you said, it's crazy. Some of the stuff that sells. Like you're like, does this? I cannot believe somebody bought this.
Right. Right.
It's but there's a buyer out there for everything. You just have to find. And
That's
I,
right.
luckily, I've gotten a couple times because we put a business card in with every order with our YouTube channel on it, whatever. And I actually had few people have reached out. Few people, we got some subscribers from it.
Yeah.
But I've had people reach out and say, "Hey, if you ever find stuff like this before, again, email us."
Right.
And like I've sold stuff to them that it's never even made it to eBay, and
See,
they're
I had
paying
something
me.
like that happen to me. A lady bought some shoes for me on Facebook Marketplace, and I turned out to not have them listed correctly. And she was just like, do you have any size 10s? And I was like, no. I said, she's like, well, if you do, I said, man, it's real rare that it was a pair of Crocs. I was like, it's real rare that I find these. And the last time on a size 10. Well, a couple of weeks go by and I'm at the bins and I find a pair of wasn't the exact same kind, but I hit her up instantly. I was like, hey, I got these. Do you want them? She's like, definitely. So, like, and that saved me because I told her, I was like, I'm trying to, make my name good again with you because I messed up on the listing.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's the thing. It's like you didn't have to list it. You didn't have
Nope.
to pay eBay fees,
Right.
and it's the greatest thing ever. So I'll reach out to him every so often and I'll keep my eye out for stuff that I know that he's looking for.
If you know they're in the market for it.
And he has like his, I guess he has a huge Facebook group for it. So it's like, so if he's not looking for it, he might know somebody that's looking for it.
Right.
So it's kind of nice because I mean I've sold from paper cups with
Yeah.
with the sports logo on it.
Right.
And I mean, they would have sold on eBay, but guess what? He just saved me so much time.
Exactly. You
And
don't
I'm
have to
willing to cut
list
him a
it. Yeah.
deal.
Right.
I'm willing to work a deal out with you if it's going to save me time and effort. So,
Yeah.
and I know he's going to be happy because I've already dealt with him. So it's just
Right.
and to me, some people say, well, if you spend $1 on something and you sell it for $5, you're not making that much. Well, my outlook on it is if I do that, I'm hoping that they come back and buy more. A
Right.
repeat customer is better than just that one time for
Yep.
me. So, if anybody else has any questions for Marcus, let us know. Because we're going to get ready to end this here shortly. It's already, I know, was it 9:18 for you right now?
Yep.
We're at 10:18 here.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be a fun day. I don't know, do you watch football at all?
No, I'm not really into. I mean, I'll watch sports, but I'm not like a diehard sports fan.
Best
Like
bootleg LP. Huh.
the Great Crepitation Contest.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
No legit recordings of this. Wow. Yeah, see, records, I can't do them anymore. I'm done with records. I'm not buying them
I've
anymore.
sold one record ever, and it was not a good flip.
I've sold a decent amount of records, but there's just way too much to learn about records that I'm not doing it anymore.
Right.
It's like I have a stack of actually, I think there's, I can't remember which ones they are. I have a stack over here, probably 40 or 50 of them. They're probably gonna end up in the dumpster tomorrow because I'm tired of looking at them and they're taking up space.
Right.
And I'm like, I just don't want to deal with them anymore. And I know Tom Cruise. Usually he pops in, but he didn't tonight.
Mhm.
That dude is just, he knows his record stuff. And I'm like, that's just one more thing.
Same thing with Kevin the Commonwealth Picker. He sells a decent amount of records too.
Yeah. And okay, I say I'll never pick up a record again. There are certain
It's
ones.
got to be the right one.
Exactly. I'm not, we bought out people's collections over the past year. And granted, we were able to flip most of them and make good money, but we put them out at yard sales, and that's where they were selling them at, though.
Right.
Steelers are playing the Buffalo Bills tomorrow in Buffalo, but the game's at 1:00, and my cousin is having his baby gender reveal party tomorrow at 1:00. Which,
Nice.
well, in Pittsburgh, you don't schedule things between 1 and 4 on Sundays
Because it's football.
because the football's on. So, but he did, and I'm like, who does that in Pittsburgh?
Right.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is doing the auction right now at the West Side Gary. List things in one big lot. Yeah, I listed some Hot Wheels cars tonight in one big lot. Hopefully they sell. I like lotting stuff up.
I'll lot stuff up.
Yeah, I mean, if it helps ship, we bought a huge lot of Hot Wheels cars last weekend for I think like $30. It was like 43 cars, all from the '90s,
Mhm.
all brand new, and they're definitely they're gonna move. So I'm not too concerned about it. But well, I think it's time to end this. Appreciate
All
you
right.
coming on tonight, Marcus.
Problem.
Marcus's link is down in the description below. Go give him a follow.
I think mostly everybody that's here is already subbed to my
That's
channel, but
I
hey, if
know
you're not,
that's the way I feel about it too. Like hopping on other people's shows, sometimes you're like, man,
yeah,
everybody's already subscribed. So, but go check to see if you're still subscribed to them.
right,
If it's red, change it back to gray.
yeah,
I mean, we both know how hard this whole YouTube thing is.
right.
It's hard,
It's
and
hard, yeah.
yeah, and so when you see the subscriber number go up, you know it helps you out, like to keep pushing and
It's a good morale booster.
correct. So, yeah, exactly. So I think that's it. Do you have anything else to add? What you anything else you have coming up with your channel?
No, man, not really. Just gonna have you on Tuesday at 8 p.m. So 9 o'clock Eastern time. So just that, man. I got a video coming out on Friday, man. But other than that, man, you guys will catch me in somebody's chat somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. So we're doing 9 p.m. Eastern.
It'll be your time, 9 p.m. It'll be the same time as this was
Perfect.
because you
No,
said
that
that
works.
works for you.
Nope, that works. Perfect.
All right. Yeah, man.
Perfect, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by and tune in Monday night on this channel again. Monday Motivation. We are having Callie Luis reseller.
Nice.
So should be a good one. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks.